My husband had not been attending church, had never really attended church, and we would have conversations about church and so forth, and he said, you know, really, I'm an atheist. And I said, gosh, I'm really sorry. But he always respected my faith. I looked at different denominations, and then I came to Federated Church. When he said that he would come and attend church with me, I was just like, really? I mean, and he said, oh, and he would say, now he said, you know, I'm not joining. I said, okay. But he said, you know, I know this is important, this is hard for you. I'll be happy to come. Then it got to be, he would ask me, are you going to the 9 o'clock or the 11? And I would tell him which one. And then pretty soon he would say, well, which one are you going? Which one are we going to? And I would just sit there and pray at the beginning of the service. And I would just say, please, Lord, speak to my husband. And speak to me in a way that won't block God speaking to Alan. We had attended the membership classes, and we were supposed to turn in our form. You fill in and says, what are your interests and, date of birth and all that stuff. And he said to me, we better, it was a Saturday night, and he said, we better get home. We've got to complete those forms. And that was my aha moment, that I knew that God had been speaking through our minister and the people around us at Federated, that God had been speaking to my husband. I had never expected that. And the first time that he took communion with me, I had never expected that. Never in my life. It was something. It was something. And when then he started to get involved in, and when he joined the church, that my daughter came. She said, "Boy, I thought I'd never see this." Again, I think it's the whole concept of the UCC in that, and Federated, is that Alan didn't know faith, and he viewed it as a mystery, and he was comfortable with exploring that mystery there at the Federated Church. If there was no UCC, my husband would not know God. And my husband, knowing God, really so enriches my life. And it is just a joy to sit and worship with him. And we are very faithful attendees. I bet we don't miss 3 Sundays a year. So if there was no UCC and there was no Federated Church, my husband would not know God.